Before we get started, so today's attendance was 9,574, which is a program record, and it's a program record in the state. It's the highest attended regular season women's basketball game over the past 20 years. And second highest since Florida had over 12,000 at a home game in 2001. So, Coach, if you want to give your opening statement, we'll get rolling.
Okay, first of all, there are so many people to thank for the atmosphere today. I think it starts, with our administration, right, and our athletic director, Michael Kelly, and his support for women's basketball. This doesn't happen. This was an event that took months of planning with our marketing department and Shalise Caban, who was a point on this. But we had the entire athletic department volunteer their time, stuffing bags, helping out with meals, escorting the chaperones and the students to their seats. You got to thank campus management and the university school police department. I think probably had more buses that were expected. So it's a total team effort to have an environment like this on our campus for our student athletes to play in front of. But what you're hoping when you do an event like this is for these students and chaperones to have a great time on campus. And after having such a great time on campus, them coming back, right? Telling their parents that, hey, we want to go to a USF women's basketball game or a USF men's basketball game because they had a great time. And hopefully, a young boy or young girl walks through campus or comes to a game and says, hey, I want to go to school at USF. And that's what you want. So I think it was a great atmosphere. I want to thank everybody that was involved because something like this doesn't happen overnight. I think it's something that we've built year by year, and there was so much work by a lot of people, especially in our external department in the off season. So credit goes to them. Leading into how we played today, I thought our kids really played well. We played unselfish. The ball moved. And what I like that we played without fouling. We defended without fouling. That's been an issue. The three things that we have not done well this year, we've defended and committed a lot of fouls, which is uncharacteristic for us. Our assist to turnover ratio is not where we've wanted, and our turnovers has been an issue. And then how many second shots, we've given up. So that's going to be the focus. How we're going to play in January, February, and March is going to determine how we practice these next 31 days in December. Because we got finals week coming up, and then after finals week, we're going to be able to spend a lot of time in the gym. And that's where we're going to get better in a lot of facets. So after playing the amount of games that we've played, I think now, we figured out, okay, lineups, how we want to play offensively and defensively. We got to add some stuff to what we need to do. So I'm looking forward to us getting a lot of time in the gym in December, and hopefully our players spending a lot of time in the gym with classes being over. And that's where the biggest improvement that we got to make, is going to be now in December leading to conference play.
Coach, how do you describe the atmosphere, the noise throughout the game?
Well, being a part of some of these games in the past, I thought, Greg Wolf fired up the crowd, and I think we tried to educate the kids before the game on who to cheer for, because I think they cheer for either team scoring. But once they figured it out to cheer for the team in green, it was a different atmosphere. But no, it was awesome. And I think if we had more room, we had to turn away. Schools. There was a waiting list. So just imagine if we had more capacity, we could have been even more. So I think it was an incredible event. It was good. I think the kids had fun. We had the support of the pro teams in the Tampa Bay area to be able to send their mascots, right? Our band, our cheer, our Sundolls. Again, it was a total team effort. Total team effort.
Emma, obviously unavailable. Eve comes in, plays her best game since arriving. What's her role going to be with Emma sideline for a little bit?
Well, if she can play like that, I mean, it makes us even better because then we got an inside presence, right? We need an inside presence to be able to throw it in there and get easy baskets. I didn't know if she was padding her stats or not because she missed a couple, and then she'd get the offensive rebound, miss it again, get another offensive rebound to try and get a double-double. So I'd rather just her make it on the first one. But you know what? I think she really understands what we need from her. And she showed, I thought she defended today without fouling. She didn't come over back. She didn't set illegal screens. So I think this is a game that now she can carry over to the next game and then carry over to the next game. So I thought she was really efficient. She caught and she made a good move and she finished with either hand. So now again, this month continuing to work, and if we can have her start hitting that 10 to 12 footer off of a side pick and roll action or a high post flash or a circle drive, then that's going to open more things up for her.
And she gets 11 boards. You guys go plus 25, 30, kind of looked like a vintage rebounding game for you guys based off of what this team's done in the last handful of years. Just how happy with the rebounding effort were you?
Yeah, I think when you mention us, USF's hard to play for because they run so many different things, right? Well, they do a great job on the glass. They don't turn it over, and they shoot well from the free throw line. And we don't foul. So if we can continue to work to get to those 4 or 5 different things, we'll be fine.
You'll see during this stretch, I'm sure, many different faces you'll experiment with different lineups. What is the possibility that Sammy would be able to return during this stretch?
We don't know. I mean, Sammy started to work out this week with individual workouts, and the next phase will be her going through contact, and we'll see how that goes. Emma's going to be out indefinitely with the injury, so we don't know when she's going to come back. I think the difference today, how we played in that first half, was we knocked down open shots. We haven't been doing that. And we saw a 1-1-3 zone, which turned into a 2-3. We saw a 1-3-1 zone. We saw full court pressure. We saw man-to-man in the half court. So one thing that we haven't been doing is you look at our team stats, you look at our shooting percentages, they're not very good. And a lot of those shots have been open shots, which we got to knock down.
Marina goes for team high 29 minutes. I know a couple of weeks ago you said pretty boldly that she didn't have a backup point guard. 5 assists, no turnovers for her. Again, kind of like Eve, is this a stepping stone game for her that she can kind of build some momentum?
Yeah. I thought she played good in the Virgin Islands. She looked like with Marina, if she can continue to progress and watch film, embrace a playbook, get in the gym, right? Then that's the kid we recruited to hand the ball off to. Well, 2-3 weeks ago, that wasn't her. Well, hopefully she's found that thing again. And if it's important to her, today she played, the ball got out of her hands quickly. She defended. She made really, really good decisions. So that's exactly what we need. It just brings you a different. The other thing that we've talked about too is playing her off the ball, because we hadn't been shooting the ball very good from the perimeter, right? So another option there, because we had been searching for another perimeter besides Vicky to knock down shots. Now Maria came in today and she knocked down open shots, and they looked all on rhythm. And then, but after she hit one, now our kids found her, right? And that's what you expect from someone like her, right? She's open, you're open, knock down shots. But we've had a lot of inconsistency there from because we've played a lot of different lineups and a lot of different wings at a time. So I would feel good. I'd be excited to come back, practice on Saturday and practice Sunday, and I have a whole week to get ready for Gardner-Webb. And now you got NC State, great opportunity at home. You got IUPUI, and then you got a great opportunity to play against Baylor. That's it. Now you got conference season. You got come back to have the Christmas break, come back and practice on the 26th, and you got SMU at home to open up. So we only got four more games to get us ready for our conference opener.
I spoke with Shalise yesterday, and she said that you challenged her to fill to the 300s, just seeing the Evening Center overflowing with students. How awesome was that today?
It was awesome, and you know what? I think she's an invaluable asset to our athletic department. She bleeds green and gold. A lot of people don't. I mean, she's still working on her degree. So, and being the lead on an event like this, she spends a lot of time here, and it's great to see someone at her age really take pride in her work and really embrace USF athletics in this university the way that she does.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
We'll open the floor to questions for players. We have Evelien, Lutje, Schipholt, Alvarez. Today, Evelien had her first double-double of the season, ninth double-double of her career. Evelien had a total of 16 points in this game. You guys have questions?
Maria, this is fourth education day, fourth, fifth, something like that. Just
One of
that-
those.
you get that 11 a.m. start. You get the kids going in there. Just where does this one compare to some others that you played in?
I mean, it was dope, seeing the top section getting filled up with all those kids. But I mean, leading up to this day, we're like, we got to prepare ourselves, communication, being able to listen and all that, because them kids get loud. So, no, but it's fun. It's fun seeing the little kids get so excited over stuff like that. It brings you back to your childhood. So it's very cool to put a little show on for them.
Hey, what did you think of it in your first time doing it?
I mean, at Cal, we had Education Day as well,
Okay.
so I'm kind of used to this. This is personally my favorite game of the year. Love the kids, love playing for the kids. They're just excited about everything. Doesn't matter if you do something wrong or right. Just like a constant, constant cheering. I love it. I like playing and playing for the next generation. Especially as like an older player, I like to be able to give back to whoever comes next, and I hope to inspire somebody. So this is definitely one of my favorite games.
How do you guys describe the noise level when you're on the bench and you're trying to communicate, but I mean, the shrieking and the screaming?
Sometimes you got to be good at lip reading,
No,
honestly. But no, I think they got the loudest during the free throws and all that, and then you're like, holy, wow. But no, we do a good job, motioning everything we need to do, even if we don't hear it. The teammates are kind of echoing things, doing signals like that. So we've gotten to a good communication point as a team overall.
Were some of the European players not familiar with Education Day and how it rolled? And what were some of their comments to you guys? What's happening here? Anybody say anything strange?
No, nothing strange, but some of them had earplugs in because it was that bad, and there's these orange earplugs, and then there were some other international kids that was like, are those carrots in your ears? And I was like, and she was really serious, so I was like, those things have been happening today, but I think they enjoyed it as well.
You guys had to wear earplugs?
Some people, yeah.
Yeah, some people were really, really struggling with the sound. Yeah, my ears honestly were hurting as well. Actually beeping hurting. Sensitive ears were a thing.
This is your best game since coming to USF, without a doubt, double for you. Just you feel more comfortable in this offense and what you guys are trying to do?
Definitely, and like me and coach have like really real conversations. And the other day he set me down with my stats for like these past like 8 games before this, and he was like, "Hey, I expected better out of you. Like this is not who I thought I like recruited." And he was right. And I had to like look at myself and be like, you know, I'm taking accountability for that. And I'm very glad to be able to put up a game like this after a conversation like that. But this means nothing if I don't do this consistently. So I'm gonna be focusing on that.
And with Emma out, just, you know, at least for the time being, just, you know, how important is it going to be for you to continue to play to that level, especially on the glass?
Oh, it's gonna be very important. Me and Laura are the ones trying to hold it down. Hopefully she'll be back soon. But we'll continue to just work and fill up her missing presence.
You guys have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder coming back from the islands. You know, obviously the offensive production wasn't there. But you can kind of see the sixth sense of knowing where each of you is going on the floor better than before you left. So if you could just kind of elaborate on, you know, what transpired before you left, the difficulty that you had, the adversity there, and how it kind of came together in a better place for you today.
You want to take it?
Well, I think for any team or any program, it's tough to be like, hey, we're going to get this many new freshmen, this many new transfers, this many new internationals, and to tell your team to put that all together and kind of get the hang of it, it's going to be tough for anyone. So I think we knew it was going to be a work in progress, you know, working with the new transfers, freshmen and all that, you know, getting a new system going on with the kind of players we have without Sammy, without Dulcie, without El. So it's kind of a lot of things to just get acclimated to. But I think that was our issue before we left to the islands, and when we came back, we all sat down as a team, no coaches, no staff, no nothing, and we're like, yo, what do we fix? What do we take accountability for? What can we do individually to come as a unit, as 15 of us? And I think we're taking pride in that because we're a team. We have a lot of games left, a lot of season left. So.
And Coach Jose's been talking a lot about that player-driven. Do you feel like it's finally starting to come? Do you feel like that leadership's starting to come into the fold a little bit?
I think so, yeah. I think people, you know, aren't, like Abe said it the other day, I'm a transfer, I'm new here. I don't know if I should speak up, but that's what we need from everyone. Doesn't matter if you're a freshman, if you're a first year, if you're a transfer, whatever it is, you know, you got to be able to speak up to your teammates because those are the people you're going to listen to the most and, you know, not have any type of animosity towards them.
One last one about Education Day. Could you guys, or were you feeding off that energy at all?
I mean, I was. I was. I love playing in front of a full crowd. So when I saw that this game was sold out, I was like, yes, this is gonna be awesome. I love this. Absolutely.
How important is this stretch for you guys, finals wrapping up? How important is this stretch of games, this stretch of practices without school important to you guys bonding and kind of figuring each other out?
Give me a second. I got it. I think Coach has touched upon it, but like we have been missing a lot of open shots and not been producing offensively the way that we are used to, and we are very capable players. So I think us like not having school for a little bit will allow us to get into the gym, get up the shots that we've been missing, and if we make those shots like we did today, like we are a really, really good team. So this is going to be a very crucial time, and I think we're all ready to lock in and do what needs to get done.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, ladies. Congrats on the win.
Thanks.